Hi, my name is Lois Sprudy and I am from the great state of Michigan. I'm 100% Polish and today I'm going to teach you how to make pierogis. I am making sauerkraut with mushroom and onion pierogis and I'm using the Philadelphia cream cheese to bind everything together. The first thing you want to do is saute your onions and your mushrooms and then add 1 can of sauerkraut, but make sure you drain and rinse your sauerkraut and chop it up. Add it to the sauté pan and add half a can of beer. Sauté the vegetables until all the beer has dissipated and the sauerkraut starts to turn a nice color of brown. Put it in a bowl and then you want to add 1 full package of Philadelphia cream cheese. Mix it up so it's nice and creamy. And for your pierogi dough, please do not be afraid that you cannot make pierogi. I believe in playing in my kitchen. This is my play area. Pierogi dough is just 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs, and a half a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup water. Cut your eggs into your flour first, then mix your salt and your water till you have a nice dough. Knead it until it is pliable. Put it on your counter and roll it out. My Aunt Jen taught me how to make pierogis over 30 years ago when I first got married. And pierogis do make a nice entree. If you're looking for a meatless entree, these pierogis would be perfect for that. They can be complemented with a nice salad. As you can see, my dough is very pliable, and you want to roll it out till it's nice and thin. It doesn't have to be paper thin. I was taught by my aunt to make sure it was paper thin, but I found that just keep rolling it until you have a consistency that you feel comfortable working with. That looks just about right. Now, perfect pierogi cutter. A martini glass. This will come in handy later when you're done making your pierogis to make yourself a nice martini to sit out on the patio with. Cut it as you would a biscuit. Nice round. I'm going to cut a couple of them. There we go. Save this dough for later. Keep your dough covered. Take your round. Take a regular kitchen tablespoon, mound up some of your filling. Oh, it smells wonderful. Put it in the middle of your pierogi. A trick my aunt taught me, a little bit of water right around the edges, and that will help make a nice seal. Fold it over, pick it up and pinch it. Don't be afraid of it, you're playing. This is all playtime. Take a fork and put some nice crimps on it, and it will be ready for the water. I'm going to do one more so you get the hint, you get the gist of it. Do not be afraid of pierogis. They're very easy and your family, they will love them. Don't just make them at Christmas time, you can make them all year. Actually, we're going to have these for dinner tonight, and I'm also going to share with some friends. Everybody loves pierogis. Crimp it. Then we're going to take it over to the water. I've got boiling water, salted boiling water. Going to drop it in the pot of water. You want those to boil until they raise up. Here are a couple I did a few minutes ago. These are the already cooked ones. In this pan, I have sauteing half a stick of butter and some onions. You want to give these a nice crust. You can either bake your pierogi or you can saute them. My family prefers them sauteed on a nice medium heat. We'll let those saute while these are boiling. And I am well under my 1 hour time limit. So I'm going to make another one. I'd like you to see how they look when they're all nice and brown. So let me make this one real quick and then we'll work on stirring so you can see the finished product. Wet, fold, pinch, and crimp. You only want them in the boiling water for a couple of minutes until they float to the top like you would a dumpling. We can add this one to these two. Those are already starting to float a little bit. And we're going to stir the pierogis. Just to get nice. Being there's cream cheese in these pierogies, you do not have to serve them with sour cream. The cream cheese makes them very rich. My aunt taught me to bind them with sour cream, but I've just recently decided to use the Philadelphia cream cheese, and it is a hit. I made these for a First Communion this past weekend, and they went over like gangbusters. I'll bring the heat up a little bit more on this pan. I love my cast iron pan. And while those are cooking, these first two are ready to come out of the water. Slotted spoon. I like to use my baker's rack to cool them. The first two are out. Let me get a plate. I am a complete and total newbie to the Real Women of Philadelphia contest. I hope you enjoy my pierogies. I hope you enjoy my video. Like I said, this is all very new to me, but I'm enjoying doing this. I hope you enjoy my cooking. Turn this water down. We'll work on some more pierogies later. Tonight we're having the sauerkraut ones for dinner, and we're also having potato and farmer's cheese, complemented with a nice green tossed salad. Makes a perfect meatless meal. Our butter on there is really yummy. If you prefer to do them in the oven, you would put them in a long casserole dish and add about a stick of melted butter, pour it over the top, cover them, bake them for about 25 minutes. That's what we did for the First Communion party. Take one of these out. I'm going to enjoy one. As you can see how nicely they cut. There's a mushroom, that sauerkraut, and that cream cheese. That is wonderful. I hope you enjoy my video. Thank you very much. I'm Lois from Michigan.